alive. Look at me, breaking the rules, starting 2 minutes early. I'm a rebel, what can I tell you? Right then, as ever, I cannot remember where I got up to. Let's find out. Oh yeah, we just climbed up the icy mountain. Well, not really climbed up, sailed around to the base of the icy mountain. And now I'm standing on a rock. Ow. Is that mouse sensitivity right? Anyway, I'll see how much it annoys me. Pseudo chess. Oh, and some wood. And some stuff. And a book. Property of CDR Liliana. Commander Liliana. 14. Continuing our excavation of the glacier, we discovered what appears to be the entrance of a collapsed tunnel. We've also found some ancient carvings in the ice. Most of the time my ears are frozen and my fur thick with icicles. I don't know how anyone ever managed to live here. Week 16. The nights continue to grow stranger. We've taken to scheduling watches. Last night Fedia swore he saw a figure standing atop the glacier across the bay. As he watched, the thing stretched its arms out wide, growing larger and shrieking. Fedia called out and the person fell forward, dropping off the glacier. I woke up to Fedia screaming in a state of panic, but in the confusion we couldn't tell if the figure hit the water. This morning we took the boat to look for a body, but there was nothing. I can't help but think Fedia was just having a nightmare, but part of me isn't so sure. End of week 16. I'm writing this by firelight. I don't think it's safe here. Mira has been talking to someone invisible whenever she thinks we're not listening. Fedia continues to talk of figures in the night and insists we're all going to die. I shouldn't let him keep watch anymore. I could have ignored most of this, but now all around us I hear whispers. They're soft and gentle, but every so often one voice screams, a horrible twisted sound that echoes across the ice. I think we need to leave here. Crikey. Things have taken a turn. Bet you weren't expecting this to turn into a horror game. Shall I make some tea? That'll help. Can't make any mountain wort tea because I don't have enough mountain wort. Can't remember the other tea recipes, so I guess that's it for the tea. Sorry everyone. There's a person over there. Let's go talk to him. Two people. Hello, Mr. Bear.
Hello.
Mrs.
Are you from
Bear.
the university?
Sorry.
Are you here to relieve us?
I'm just a traveller.
Oh, sorry. It's a long way north for the typical tourist. We're a research team for the University of Nava, excavating these glaciers in search of an ancient cavern. Records show this place might have been extremely important for early inhabitants. But the progress has been slow. We're kind of expecting the university to send someone calling the whole mission off.
Why would they call it off?
We've been struggling. But I digress. I'm Commander Liliana. Nice to meet you. It's great to see a new face.
What's causing the struggle?
Oh, these glaciers. So full of mystery. Look, I'm not a superstitious person. I didn't get to where I am now by believing in spirits and ghosts and the like.
Mm-hmm.
But the further we dig, well, things are getting eerie. Visions and sounds we can't explain. This is the reason I wrote to call off the mission. Surely there's a sensible explanation, but my crew has other notions. It's driving a wedge between us, undoubtedly.
What do you think it is?
We've been out here in complete isolation for months. It's freezing. We work all day, and the winds howl constantly at night. I think it's easy to feel like we're being Haunted. And now, just as we reach the cavern entrance, the tunnel collapsed again, blocking us out. No way to tell how bad the damage is. To top it off, I made the stupid call to leave the artifact bins in there last night. We might have lost everything. Months of progress, lost in a single night. We're at our wits' end, that's for sure.
I want to help.
We can arrange that, but let's plan for tomorrow. It's been a long day already, and the crew will be wrapping up soon. We have a supply tent I'm sure you could squeeze into.
I have my own tent. Actually, that'll be fun.
I'll sort the tent out for you. In the meantime, why don't you get to know the crew a little better? They'd appreciate seeing a new face.
There isn't a ghost. The journal say. Commander Liliana has shared some strange experiences she and the other excavators have had. I'm going to explore the tunnel with them tomorrow. I should talk to Mira and Fadir while she prepares a tent for me. Okay. Which one are you?
Had a chat with Commander Liliana, did you? She managed to recruit you yet?
I heard about the hauntings.
Right. There are records of an ancient spirituality in the area. It seems to me that we might have struck a curse by opening this tunnel.
You mean magic?
No. A curse set in place by ancient and sacred rituals. I can't be sure how these things work, but it seems they do, based on the terrible experiences we've had.
What kind of things?
Well, we've seen these figures surrounding our camp. They're always whispering. Mira, she's got it the worst. She hears something talking to her all the time. Almost like a demon by the way she describes it.
I see how you believe this.
The university is full of academics. Not a soul there who believes in curses. But you know what? Not many of them believe we would find anything here, and we did. It's lost now, in the collapse, but we did find it. I'll tell you, we're all very much looking forward to getting away from here. As exciting as the cavern find may be, I just don't get a good feeling from it. Mira's been having an especially hard time with everything. She specializes in glaciology, and, well, Liliana is worried that Mira should have been able to foresee the cave-in. They had a falling out this morning. Not that I should be telling you any of this, but I'm worried about her. I think it'd be great for her to see a new face. We're all starting to get under each other's skin.
I'll do my best.
She walked up to the northern shore. It's a nice place to take a break. Seems less cursed, I guess.
My favourite places are all less cursed seeming. More stuff to nab. No. Let's go this way. Hello, I'm a ghost.
Hello? Are you real?
That would be cruel. Tempting, but no.
Oh dear. Well, that shows you what state I'm in. I didn't expect to see a tourist all the way out here.
You're seeing demons?
Who told you that? Was it Fadir? He's always butting into things.
I'd like to help.
My grandmother told me about spirits that haunt people who make bad choices. I always thought she was just getting me to behave. But what if it's real?
They're just stories.
You can say that. But I dare you to stay here for a night. There's definitely something out here, and I know you'd feel it too.
I'm going to.
Oh, really? Well, good luck with that.
If I was you, I'd head back home right now.
I'd like to see the tunnel.
Tell me, what would you suggest I do about the thing that won't stop talking to me?
Oh, crikey. I'm gonna go with ignore it.
Okay, I know you're just trying to be helpful, but I actually don't feel like talking about it anymore. It's a lot to deal with.
I have another question.
What did you want to ask about?
Despite you saying that. The dig.
We're trying to access an important cavern inside the ice, but someone, or something, doesn't want us to find it.
What do you mean?
Strange things have been happening ever since we got here.
You literally just told me you didn't want to
Place is
talk about this.
Creepy.
Can I see something else?
What did you want to ask about?
Something that's mad.
Badir's a historian and an archaeologist. He was one of my professors at university. He thinks there's a curse springing on the demons. He has all kinds of ideas to break the curse. But I think they're just making things worse.
You don't want to make your curse worse.
Liliana is our commander. She says she doesn't hear any of the voices or see any of the creepy things we do, but I think she's lying. She's just trying to protect us.
Do you have more to say about these things?
Badir's a historian and
No.
an archaeologist. He was one of my professors at university.
Enough words. Thank you. You're going to tell me I need to go and sleep now. Check back in with Commander Liliana to find out if the tent is ready for me. Okay. And you're going to sit there, right? Fair enough. Is Liliana over here? Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to read your private diary again. Sorry. Ah, yeah, you're hearing stuff as well. Okay, fine.
I think I managed to make enough space for you in the tent.
Well,
Might be a little cozy, though. It's yours to use when you're ready.
that's probably now, isn't it? Not a lot else happening. Slow fade. Something woke me in the middle of the night, and I think I heard shouting. What is going on?
What's going on?
Mira ran inside the tunnel. She was screaming her head off and just went in.
What? We can't go in there.
I tried to stop her. We don't have a choice now.
Oh my gods, how is this happening?
Don't know what you're looking at me for. Okay. She went in the tunnel, did she? Which is apparently now unlocked. Did it melt? Misty. I shouldn't go in there alone. Well, those people didn't look particularly keen to follow. Do you want me to go and talk to them? No?
I heard voices. Tens of voices, all whispering so loudly my brain felt like it would burst. I came out here to check on you all and saw Mira running off to the tunnel. She got through the rubble and now she's in there.
We need to help her.
She yelled something about they won't be ignored and just ran right in. It's not safe in there. I don't know why we're still standing here. I'm going in after her.
Okay, Fedir has lost his mind too.
That seems a little unsympathetic.
You should go first.
No, you should.
Nope, we're going in. Let's move. That's an order.
I was going to go in anyway. I didn't need an order. Since when did academic teams have a commander anyway? Come on, Slowpoke. Ooh, ooh, there's all... Ooh, oh, no. Eyes are going weird. Oh. Creepy. Oh my. It's all going weird. Mm-hmm. This reminds me of those peculiar little experiences, in inverted commas, that you could get on like the Vive and the Oculus Rift when they were new. I presume people still make those. Do you want to go in the water? I've gone in the water. It's a funny place. Oh, I remember this bit. Yes. Mysterious flame. And some chickens. Who are less mysterious. Where's that? It's here. Right. You. About there-ish. You. About there-ish. It's a bit too close. Where is it? There it is. Right. Next. Get over there. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. I do remember this from my last playthrough, and I'm just going to go ahead and describe it as the single worst part of the whole game. Don't do physics puzzles, people. Not in extremely uncontrolled ways like this. They're no fun. Get out of the way, candle. How come you're solid when these huge boxes are movable? This is why you shouldn't do physics puzzles. Right, anyway. Put it maybe there. Yep, cool. That's fallen off. Already losing patience, and I've got about another 8 of these to do. Like, why do it with a physics system? Why not just have it so that you pick them up and you come over here and you click in roughly the right place and it puts them exactly where they've got to go and they stay there? Why not do that? Is that too gamey? Also, more controlled and therefore much less irritating. Anyway, grumpy. Hello, chickens. I hope this is high enough. Get off, candle. is. Mushrooms. Wasn't much of a shortcut, but mushrooms nonetheless. Oh, there's a bear. And a bird. Okay.
Hey, are you alright? It seems we've all had a bout of hallucinations. I think you might have managed to save us somehow.
On a day's work. For a man who's just digging randomly and doesn't really know what's going on. What did I do?
When I came to, I found you here, next to all our artifact bins. I thought maybe you were trying to build some kind of shield, but you must have stacked them up, and that hole, of course, it's a vent. When you pulled out those ice chunks, all the spores dissipated.
There we go. Spores?
Look at all this icy fungus. Fedir just identified it as a highly potent hallucinogen. You must have been breathing in the spores while we were digging. And that led to some powerful experiences. Mine was about 4 golden owls, leading me down a path to... well, it doesn't matter.
Those are pretty neat mushrooms. How's your crew?
Better than they've been in a long, long time. You don't know how relieved I am that it wasn't a curse or a wild flock of demons. Mira and Fedir nearly had me convinced. To think, we've been making our situation worse with every step forward. I'm not sure how you knew what to do, but I'm glad you were able to air out the spores. Thanks to you, we survived and even managed to recover the artifacts.
I'm just glad we survived. Oh. I'll just stay here on my boxes for a bit. Hey, nice cave was full of mushrooms, ball trapped. No demons or curse after all. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Don't really have a lot else to do. What's that, man? Well, it's a decal. Well, no, it's not a decal because it's not on the wall. Interesting. Interesting. Is there anything else in here that I can have? I'm always on the lookout for driftwood. Driftwood in the ancient cavern? No? No hilarious Easter eggs hidden among the mushrooms? Actually, I don't want to go. When you get too fishy, I'll end up going through collision or something. Actually, that reminds me. I should probably say. Oh, there's the hole. Fair enough. Back out. Oh, hello. Where are we going? Oh, you're going that way. All right, fine. Don't really have to talk to me.
I suppose it makes sense that all the visions were from cave spores. Can't believe I didn't see it sooner.
I can't believe you didn't see it sooner.
The spores were what made me think it was a curse. Yes, that must be it. Imagine a real-life curse.
Or horror.
Anyway, it'll be nice to do some actual research for once. We'll have to get some coverings for our faces to ensure there are no more curse-like experiences.
Well. Wait a minute. What picture do I need to take? Oh, it's just from the top of the common tower. I don't need anything from here. Which then poses the question, why am I here? Not in an existential sense, but in a why have I come to this bit of the environment? Is there a hot spring around here? Looks like I might be able to go that way. I cannot. But that water's cold. there might be a new entry saying, "Terribly clever visitor worked it all out for us." Can't go that way. Well, I guess I'll be on my way then. Boop, 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 boop. Way! Ping! Get in. Ugh. Good. Run that aground nicely. Turn round. Get. No. No. Stop. Stop being stuck on land. Get. Okay. I may have broken the boat. Boat. There. Stop pinging. Okay. Now we're going. Boat compatibility assured. Cool. That's some bright glare. Don't know where this goes. I'm hoping it leads to a hot spring, but I really don't know. Go that way. Ooh, mysterious cave. Cool. Doesn't look like there's anything over there. Anything over here? Anything hot or springy? No, just a nice flow. Wow. Like big rigs, it goes faster in reverse. Where are we now then? Oh. Have we circumnavigated the globe? Well, the island. It did feel like there was another way we could have gone back in the ice though, so I'm going to check that first. Can I fit through there? I'll not risk it. Nope. I've not gone the right way. Well. Quick hoof. That's how I deal with assailants. A quick hoof. Doesn't feel very hot springy down here. Maybe. Maybe. No. Oh, stand behind the balloon. No, can't see anything what's springy here. Don't have to go up there. Won't go that way. There we go. Right then. What are we doing now? I think that's basically it, isn't it? We've just got the last hot spring to find, and then that gets us the last picture. Hello there, new house. Welcome in. How you doing? Empty vial. Got one left. So there's one hot spring I still need to find. Where is it? Let's have a look at the map. I've said that. I don't. Oh, okay, I guess that is a hot spring because it's not labelled. No, I think it's a bug. It's just not labelled. Oh, in fact, they are on the map. Well, one of them is. I've been to 4. So, oh, there's another one. There's 2. Don't know where the other ones are. Lunchtime here. Got some kefir and pork. Yes, please. I have had too much dinner, so I am currently having a nice mint tea, and that'll do me for the rest of the evening. Seems appropriate to drink tea while playing this. If you were this map, where would you put a hot spring that isn't that one, or that one, or 2 others that are for some reason not marked on the map? Oh, well, I'm there. Mud willow. There's nothing around there. I don't remember. No, I think I did go to the hot spring up here. I think there is one on one of these islands, but I think I've been to it. Let's check. I would like that, yes. Hot spring usually is in mountains, like active volcanoes. That makes sense. Continue. Right, where am I? I am here, in this very windy place. Yes, that, I think, is the sign that there's a hot spring over there. Or is it just wind? Oh, it might just be wind. Oh, no, there it is, look. How are you supposed to get in there? I guess I can just fling myself in. Well, maybe I haven't been here. Hey, I haven't been here. Great. That means this is the last one. Empty vial. I'll have a little bit of a sit. Oh. Very pleasing. That's me sufficiently boiled. Right. And then, I guess, yes, make my way back to the university. I do have a mountain walk team that I could use to fast travel, but it just seems more appropriate to walk / cycle. Time's 2 p.m. Plenty of time. Oh, but I own a coat anyway, so I can stay out all night now. But I will use my bike. Bicycle. You want to ride my rickety bicycle? Which way am I going? Who knows? Oh, there's the pond, so I think that's to the right then. All over the bridge. You bugger. God damn it, sorry. Swearing at everybody on the stream there. I don't know why. They've obviously put an update out to that and made it crash when you're travelling around the nicest area in the game. Which is really terrible. Because it's crashed about 3 times up there in this playthrough. It never did last year. And it's such an upsetting crash, making that audio corruption. Oh well. I guess I'll go and sit in that hot spring again. Because that was, I hadn't saved. Fine. Continue. Oh wow, this is a way back. We're still up in the ice here. I thought I'd saved after this. Maybe I didn't. There's a person up there. Is that a little... Oh, that's cute. There's a little joke there. So, you missed this bit of the plot earlier. This whole area that I'm in there was an archaeological dig going on, but the 3 archaeologists were all going a bit crackers and thought the place was haunted. But I turned up and demonstrated that it was just hallucinogenic mushrooms making them think there were ghosts. And then I've just realised when you come outside, there's an actual ghost up there. That's cute. Oh well. Do you know what? It takes ages to get back to town. I am going to use the tea. More tea to go to there. Yes, please. Save. Oh, that's how you're supposed to get in. Just walk in the front. Divile. Have a little sit down. Nice soothing. Okay. And then we'll save again. Famous last words. Hopefully this time it doesn't crash. Right up the boulder. There again, at the crashy place. So far so good. So, saving you makes you get off the bike. Back on again. Right, and we can ride over that. Way. Hello, cultists. Save again. Oh, except that's going to make me get off the bike. Somewhere, I suppose. Big boat. In. Here we go. Hello, fish. Do you know what? I don't think we've used the zipline towers at any point. So let's use one of them. Stuck. 40. Which way have I just come from? That way, so I want to go that way. No, I don't. I want to go to Nala, which is that way. Yeah. Back on the bike. Save again. Of all the games, I end up save scumming. It's this one. It's not really save scumming. You know what I mean. Crikey, that was close. You are kidding me. Many sighs. Turns out it's not just that environment that makes it crash, it just crashes. How very irritating. It's supposed to be a calming game. It's winding me up. Right. I'm having a chocolate to calm myself down. Ooh. I wonder if it's the bike. I guess we're about to find. I'm feeling compelled to hit save again. Chicken. And up the stairs.
So, Zara has you running around the island like some sort of a unpaid assistant.
Oh, I sense a bribe coming. What do you want?
I know how remote some of those hot springs are. It was no small task. And to think, you won't see a single glowstone for all your trouble. What a pity for you. But the biggest waste here is how utterly pointless your task was. It's just astounding how much energy you cynics waste, all to crush the happiness of believers. Or maybe it's to prove to yourself that you haven't been missing out on something wonderful. Which you have.
Well,
But I'm no
we're still going.
psychologist. I'm just a
Hello,
deputy.
Jabu. Welcome
Don't
in.
mind
How you
me.
doing?
I just
Thanks for
bring
tuning in. Look,
and
look,
show
look, the
I
clip
have a
works.
city full of
Oh, yeah,
happy
another key.
customers.
Oh,
Amazing.
scuba gear. I can go underwater.
I know, it only took about 4 goes, and it still doesn't. I still haven't fixed it on the Mac yet. What's wrong with it on the Mac again? Does it not appear on the
That's
Mac?
fun.
I can't even remember. I've got so many bugs to fix in the rest of life. I fix bugs in the stream as well. Right. You're giving people false hope, you rotter. I'm saying that to the character, not to you, Jabu. Last time it was on the wrong layer. Yes, it was on the wrong layer on Windows. I think on the Mac, it doesn't appear.
Listen here. I will give you
Woo!
200 glowstones if you give me those hot spring samples and never say another word to Zara.
The thing is, I've bought literally everything that is available for sale on this entire island. So at this point, 200 samples is not much use. 200 glowstones is not much use to me. Are you trying to bribe me?
Absolutely not. I'm trying to save myself the public relations nightmare Zara is trying to cause with all her nonsense.
Sounds like you know you're guilty.
You're an absolute fool.
Well, that's not going to help your
know
case, is it?
My elixir extends life, as surely as I know the moon will hide the sun tomorrow. But I also know Zara's science won't find anything special in the spring water that will explain it.
That's probably fake.
Or maybe those university snobs don't know everything. Maybe there's something more to that water, something they can't see with their microscopes, something they don't understand. But just because they can't see it with their fancy test, that doesn't mean it's not magical. You have to trust me on that. So, are you going to take the glowstones or not?
I am not, you rotten homeopath.
You and Zara are going to rob so many people of Eastshade's greatest gift.
Webs. Where's my bike gone? Oh, I'm still on it. Alright. Whoop whoop. Ding ding. Stop the cat. No. Carry on. It seems unsafe to cycle up here. Where's the scientist? Not in here. Guess it's time to start Linux dev era. What makes you say that? Locked. Locked. You're an artist, never mind, I didn't want you. Scientist? Oh no, that's that cracker's woman. We don't want to talk to her. Aha!
A fine day for science.
I should, Coco.
How's the hot spring sample collecting going?
I've got them all, because I'm dead good.
You do? Fantastic! That can't have been easy.
It wasn't.
I understand that some of those hot springs are quite remote. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I'm going to get right to analyzing it. It shouldn't take long. Come back in an hour if you want to see the results. This could really put that con artist out of business.
Hurrah! What's my reward? Let's go, it sounds good. Well, okay. Microsoft's AI policies and, in general, stealing user data. Yeah, seems reasonable. Right, what time are we on now? 11:53. Got to come back in an hour. This game needs a wait button. Just have a look at a dome for a bit. What does that? Does that? Have we exhausted all? No, not you. You're the artist. Which one is it? Next one. We exhausted all conversation options with the woman that lied to us. No, that's you again. Sorry, wrong door. It's because nobody puts their names on their door. or even numbers on the door. That would help. That one's locked. In which case, I've just completely lost where she's gone, so I've stopped caring. Yes, not that one. What time is it? That's half an hour gone past. No more giving fire to that. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I think I'm just going to carry on wandering about for half an hour. No, that's you again. I'm missing a door. There you are.
Leave me be, child.
Guess we've exhausted all the conversation options with her. It's not me that lied, is it, love? It was you. You rotten liar. I'm using Windows right now, sadly. But only because this doesn't run on anything else. Although, as we've discovered tonight, with the 3 crashes we've had in, I think, under an hour, it barely runs on Windows. I'm in the Linux dev era since 2003. Not much different than Mac OS dev era, to be honest. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it does. I think I said this was I saying this yesterday? I can't remember, but I feel like I might have done, but there we go. It just sort of feels inevitable now. For like the past 20 years, people have been talking about the year of Linux on the desktop. And there have always been sort of reasonable reasons for that not to be the case. And now, bizarrely through no efforts on the part of the open source people or the Linux people, it actually seems like it might happen. Not necessarily this year, but between the Mac and Windows going bananas, it does seem to be pushing more people towards Linux. I think it's fitting to start Linux now like Bungie started with Mac and Marathon and Myth series. That's an interesting comparison. It is weird. If you go back and watch, I quite enjoy watching the presentation at the when Bungie were invited to show off. Was it Halo? It probably was Halo. At the Apple conference. And yeah, the audience just didn't know what they were supposed to say in response to a computer game. They were like, but doesn't Steve hate computer games? Aren't we supposed to hate these? It's quite fun. Anyway. And, given that in those presentations, I mean, I say this as someone that's been using Apple stuff for many years, they can present anything in those conferences and the audience will whoop like a bunch of insane people. With the exception of that one time that Bill Gates appeared by video conference. They did boo that. And well done them for doing so. But yeah, they didn't know what to do with Halo.
I do love working here in the university, even though my senior professor Esma can be a bit
eccentric
at times. You'll never guess what I found. The hot spring water is special. It's full of minerals. There's one mineral in particular. I can't quite match its particle shape to any other known minerals. It may be a new discovery. More study is needed, of course. I can't thank you enough for retrieving these samples for me. This could be an important contribution to science.
I can't believe that horrible man wasn't lying all this time. So the elixir is real after all.
What? Oh, yeah,
Oh.
that. No, definitely not. Melik's elixir doesn't even contain trace levels of hot spring water. It's just city rain water, the stuff we all drink every day.
Nice. There's quite a good double twist in that. I like that. Seriously?
Definitely. I did some sample comparisons. Seems like he mixed other things in, sweeteners and flavorings by the looks of it. Anyway, definitely not the stuff from any of the springs. Totally different mineral profile.
What do we do now?
I'll be taking this report straight to the Shadian Post. I know a reporter there who will be very interested. Thank you so much for all your help. We've really done some good here.
We have, haven't we? Do you want to let me go upstairs now?
Oh, that's right. Here you are.
Thanks very much. And we're done here. is Gates' real surname. Yeah. An artist name like Prince or Cher. Billy G. No, Bill Gates is his... William H. Gates III, in fact, is his real name, I believe. From a long line of William H. Gates.
Sorry, you can't go up there right now. We're doing some renovations.
I think you'll find, sir, that I can.
Oh, go right ahead then. Just be careful, okay? There's a lot of folk on scaffolding holding things like hammers, you know?
Hammers?
Have a good one.
Familiar with hammers. Thanks very much. And we get... Sorry, I've missed a bit. Meanwhile, people wonder why my surname is Newhouse, and we get just Gates. That's true. Newhouse is objectively much better than just Gates. Wasn't enough for a whole house. Maybe we get Dr. Door next. Dr. Door. Well. Oh. That's the intense renovations that prevented me from coming up here. It's this one guy. Okay. Now, do you want a painting from up here? Was that the idea? A view from atop the common tower. Okay. Can I get any higher, or is this it? Pretty. I guess this is it. I won't paint those Z fighting polygons. That seems inappropriate. Maybe like that? Oh, I don't know. There will do. Oh. More canvases. Canvases. It's not a very good angle, is it? Maybe even more that way. Maybe balloon between two orbs. That's arty, isn't it? Look at that. No, that's vaguely terrible. No, that's worse. That's a winner. You haven't told me I've done it. I feel like... There we go, thank you. I was going to say I feel judged for my choice of painting there. Okay. Oh, stuff's happening. If I was a NES game hero, I would be Solid House. I was in Thailand many years ago, and on the beach, next to the restaurant we were at, was a massage parlour. The sign said, Dr. Payne. And no, we didn't hear any screaming, luckily. That's funny. I remember there's quite a common surname in Wales that I did not know until I was a student, and I saw there was it like some sort of repair van, like a electrician's van or something, was parked up. I walked past it, and it had the name of the electrician on the side, which was Mr. Death, which is, hang on, I'll have to type it. Oh, this means the music's going to stop. But it's spelt like that. There's an apostrophe in it. But it just looks like death. I think it's pronounced Diath, but I'm not 100% certain on that. But yeah, Mr. Death, written on the side of the van. I wouldn't want an electrician called Mr. Death. Right, paintings. I want to put that one in there. There we go. I wish I had that name now. So cool. I think. Yeah, we've got a new journal entry here, a new mission rather. I should check in Nova or Lindo that there's a ship that can take me home. Because we're not going to report some guy for his parenting. Because this actually slightly annoys me, and the guy who made it did say, I don't know if he said he regretted putting this one in, but it is, because you can't get rid of it. Your choice, you don't have any choice. If you want to complete that one, you've got to go and say to the sheriff, I reckon that guy's bringing up his kids wrong. which just as a basic principle can naff off. But in this particular instance, I disagree with it anyway. But you can't get rid of it otherwise. So we're just going to have to leave it unsolved. Right then, Nava or Lindo, see if there's a ship. I think we'll go back to Lindo. Seems more appropriate to go home from there. I was watching some stupid horror game an hour or two ago. Main character name was Clay Christ. That's... Oh, it's actually quite unpleasant to say. Clay Christ. It's a chewy name, that. That's what I'd call that. Chewy. Where's down? That way. Well, either way. Clay Christ, yeah. I still think this library doesn't have enough books. Don't know about anybody else. Anyway. Sorry, librarian. That's my judgment of your library. God, this game gets really quiet when there's no music. Cat. Hello, cat. No. Maybe it was novels section, you know? There's the sheriff, you see. We can go and tell him that we don't like the way some guy that we don't even know raises his kids. It's such a weird little mission, that. Right, oh, I should save as well. Because it's been very crashy tonight. And I think, it's difficult to be sure, but the common denominator seems to be the bike. So, I'm going to walk back to Lindo. Well, run. Shift key. It's not much faster than running, than walking, but it's slightly faster. What does the word novel means, even? It's a good point, in the sense that it means, obviously, yeah, it does mean a fictional book, but also it means new. So, yeah, it's a good point. I don't know what the word it's derived from, what the common root is. New, yeah. Because, like, from French, nouvelle, I was literally going to say that, and then I read your other comment. Neue in German, isn't it? Oh, take that as a souvenir. Does novelty relate to word novel at all? Yes. Well, it relates to novel meaning new, and presumably the word novel meaning book and the word novel meaning new have a common root. Though that's not guaranteed. Sometimes you just get words that end up sounding exactly the same, but that come from different languages. But I assume novel probably meant something in Latin, or a very similar word to novel did. I suppose, actually thinking about it, yeah, you can sort of see a link between the words, can't you? Like the idea of new and fiction, that's a new idea, I guess is the idea. That it's not real, it's completely invented, and is therefore a new concept. I can sort of see a link between those. The new kind of literature to some point. This is what happens when I watch the game and talk, and then I look over and see you're saying exactly the same things I am. It's quite funny. What time is it? Oh no. Oh, I have a feather. Hello, chicken. Well, I think we should probably leave in the morning. It's getting a bit late now. There's the kid, whose dad you're supposed to be reporting.
Greetings.
Oh.
I have a message for you from North Seas Shipping. Safe travels.
Okay. Do you blink at all? Oh, he does. There we go. That was really disturbing. That character didn't blink at all during that conversation. Right, what's the message say? A messenger gave me an apology letter from North Seas Shipping, along with a free ticket home. I can board from Lindo at any time. Well, that's handy, isn't it? Novel is called Roman in German, something to do with the Romantic era. Oh no. Interesting. This feels like I should be talking to these people.
Thanks again for that painting. Damn fish aren't biting today.
You're the fisherman, right?
You look well.
Oh, thanks very much. I'm going to bed now.
Take care now.
I'm stuck on the ladder. There we go. That also makes me want to save again. I should sleep until the morn. Novel Newhouse, Assistant Detective. Nice to meet you. That's quite a good name, actually. Novel Newhouse. And of course, if you were quite short, you could be Novella Newhouse. Because a novella is a short novel. Well, I'll be off then. Ta-ta. Novel Vanilla House at your service. Are you an ice cream shop now? Bye, pussycat. Bye. I'll say bye to the cats. Wait for you to finish your tea.
Heading back to the mainland? Do you already have a ticket or are you looking to buy?
I have a letter.
Oh, you were on the Annabelle. Terribly sorry about that. Do you wish to board now? You don't have to take this ship. There are many coming through, all going to the mainland. Your ticket is valid for any North Seas shipping vessel.
I believe my work here is done. I'd like to board.
Once you board, there's no turning back. You'll be mainland bound. Are you done with all your business here in Eastshade?
I am.
We've got you in the very best room. Go right ahead. Have a
I
nice
promise
trip.
this one won't sink. No. It is. It's a nice little game. And for me, it's absolutely made by this soundtrack. I think this soundtrack's wonderful. And there's a rather cute little epilogue. Right then. Hi there, old pal. Hope you've been well. Business a huge success over here. Couldn't have done it without you. Planning a trip over to the archipelago soon. First flight across the seas. I'm hoping you can do some promotional work for me. Get folks excited to see the landing. Best wishes to you. So that's the hot air balloon pilot. Oh my. Greetings, this is Park Ranger from the Shade National Park of Eastshade. That's his name, incidentally. All the characters' names are their jobs. Anyway. I don't know if this will get to you. The world is getting so big. I guess it might end up lost, but I figured I'd try. The water foxes here are doing much better now. They came out of their cave, and I found another pack living near the great tree. Lots of people are taking new interest in the park and water foxes, so thank you for helping make that happen. Up at Kestrel's Eyrie, they started selling these little postcards. The water foxes are bringing so many people out to the forest. Thought you might like one. Take care, Park Ranger Victor. Oh, and there's the picture I painted of the hot air balloon. I've asked Mudwillow to help me write this letter. I wish I knew your language better. It was so nice to meet you and share my home. I hope you are well, wherever you roam. I would love to hear more of the place where you live. Please write back soon if you have time to give. Best wishes to you, my dear Skyfolk friend. That's all for this letter. Goodbye. The end. Alejo. Oh. Dear Grussel, I wanted to thank you for sharing your skills with my daughter, Sanja. She's been busily painting away, and our walls are nearly covered with paintings now. She's been teaching other children how to paint as well and hopes to travel one day too. Thank you for sharing your inspiration. Dear Grussel, thank you for teaching me how to make canvases. I met another painter and she's teaching me how to make my paintings even better. I hope you had a nice time going home and I hope your new ship didn't sink. Hello again, traveller. I heard you made it back to the mainland. Hope you're doing well. Bojan was thinking about the conversations you had, so we thought we'd see how you've been faring. Bojan doesn't write much, but he wanted to ask if you've been out rafting lately, and whether you've had a chance to eat something like slug cakes. I've never had them myself. They must be a wonderful delicacy from your hometown. Owner and Bojan. This is such a cute idea, that all the characters you went to talk to then write your little letters at the end. Although we appear to be unable to read that one. Fair enough. Oh, hello. Who put the lights out? No, but seriously, what's going on? Okay. What? Why did that sequence just restart? I don't know what happened to this game, but I definitely don't remember it being riddled with bugs when I played it last year. Okay. Oh, I can read that. That's the park ranger. Oh, okay, it's a different letter. Crossell, this is the park ranger from the National Park in Eastshade. Remember those seeds you recovered for me? I thought they'd be spoiled since they're so old, but they've sprouted. The plant is invasive, obviously, so don't go spreading it around. Not sure it was legal to send that, Victor, but thanks very much. Crossell, I don't you remember, but we met in my tower after you boorishly intruded in the middle of the night. After leaving Eastshade, I came to the Shelian archipelago and learned that you reside here as well. In my time here, I've had the chance to read the book you mentioned, the one praising my work, and I've met some local architects as well. I'm not sure you'd call them friends, but we do spend some time speaking about buildings and other high arts. In any case, and for reasons somewhat beyond me, one of them has fallen in love with the painting you've done of Lindo. They would like to request you to paint their work at your convenience. Perhaps I will see you again soon, Azad. Dear Grussel, Guy and I wanted to apologise for the way you saw us. It was a low point to say the least, but thanks to you we've managed to turn our lives around. There's nothing we could offer to repay you, but I hope you'll accept these treats and our many thanks. Kaelin and Guy, the apothecary. That appears to be it's either a wheel of cheese or a huge throat lozenge. I'm going to assume cheese. And some huge nuts and some potatoes. Thanks very much. Well, I guess that's that. I'm glad you gave the character a proper name. Yes, indeed. I would have called him Novel Newhouse, but I hadn't thought of that then. Not something many players give. Right? I guess we'll go outside and carry on with our lives then. There we go. That's that. Right, so, what time is it? Oh, it's only 7:20. We're going to have to find something else to play, aren't we? I wasn't expecting to finish this tonight. I'm on Windows. What do I even have that we could play? There are lots of games on Windows, but I just don't know what. Well, I'm going to have to exit this one either way. So the screen will stay black for a minute. Oh, I know what I've got on here that I haven't played because it's on Windows, but that I was intending to play on stream at some point. Some Space Cats DOS game, not on Windows, sadly. That's on the Mac. Actually, I don't even think. Yeah, I don't even have. When I was testing it on Windows DOSBox, in case it was different, I did have a copy of it on here, but I don't anymore. Oh, good lord! Oh, thank you very much, Joe. That's very kind of you. That reminds me, I totally forgot at the end of yesterday's stream to go through, like, you know, the activity log thing and thank everybody for things. I'm so unused to that stuff still. Oh well. Anyway, right, back to Steam. So I was thinking, is it installed? It is installed, I think. Yeah, I just haven't played it yet. So, will this... I forgot to sometimes, it happens. Oh, okay, that's made me feel better. It's been a thing. Friends have told me about this before, that I vastly overthink being polite. Like, I'm always terrified that people will think that I've deliberately snubbed them or something like that. And my friends are always telling me, no one cares. I do. Oh, I haven't installed it. Okay. That might take a little while to install. What can we play right now? Oh, wow. Not much. I don't have a lot installed on here. Let's see. If I tell this to install, how long does it think that's going to take? Okay, that doesn't look so bad. Estimate's 3 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Getting better. Oh, hello, FTP. Welcome in. It has been noted that you've been put on the bad streamer list for it. No! My worst nightmare. How about Pizza Worm? Do you know that game's DOS game? I've never heard of it. I should really put something on the screen rather than a big black square. But I doubt, because it's the Windows computer's got nothing on it. I don't have anything to put there. No, I haven't got anything there. 1 minute and a half. It's exciting, this, isn't it? Especially because I've not even revealed what the game is. Actually, I'm going to look up Pizza Worm while I'm waiting. Vivaldi. I can't spell Vivaldi. There we go. Pizza Worm, or some of the games in the DOS Game Jam. You're the second person to ask for that, essentially. How do I open a private tab? There we go. That's what I wanted. Then get rid of that one. Pizza Worm. DOS. Move that over there. 1 minute till the download finishes. Pizza Worm. We play it online. I don't need to play it online, but it... Oh yeah, I do remember that actually. It's the pizza bit that threw me briefly, but yes, no, I do remember that. 30 seconds. It's a simple nibble snake type game. It's true. Oh, there we go. There's a link. 20 seconds. Ten. Doobie-doo 5. And then it'll take an hour to install. Oh, it's done. Okay. I thought it might take some time to install, but I guess Steam installs while it's downloading because it's clever like that. Right then, I need to update this, don't I? Or is it going to do the clever thing on Windows and just pick up anything full screen? I would like to play that, and yes, English, please. Are we going? We're going. That apparently has not been picked up by the stream. Oh, great. If I Alt-Tab, it disappears. This is going to get fiddly, isn't it? Right. Studio mode. Studio mode. Game. Not Eastshade. No, that's gone. That's the one. Carry on. And then close studio mode. It's Myst 3 Exile. Hooray! Which apparently is ScumVM, this version. I didn't even realise it was ScumVM. There we go. Right. New game. That is out of date on the stream. What? Have you just loaded a new window? Oh, there. No, it's alive again. Okay, but if I click on it, it stops animating.
I realized as I group linked back to Dunny.
Okay, if I Alt-Tab off it, we can watch the intro and then I'll fix it.
Once magnificent buildings lay in ruin.
Oh, I should probably update the thing.
The hatred that had consumed them. Too many people had fallen victim to that hate, to the prejudice and greed from which it sprang. Gazing out across the cavern, I decided to write another age.
Don't.
One that would help the Dunny survivors begin again.
Oh, it's not really cozy. I should get rid of that.
So with my wife, Catherine, supporting me.
I like Myst 3. Myst 3 was the first Myst I played. I should probably not talk over the intro.
More than a year has gone by since I finished writing Relishon. I have a new daughter, who I hope will someday link to that age with me. And as I imagine Yisha meeting the Dunny, those brave men and women who are living new life for themselves, I realize I've been given another chance as well.
They're both dead.
To learn from my mistakes, and leave the past behind me once and for all.
Oh, perhaps a bit loud. Now, how can I play this without it breaking the stream? Because look, that bird's moving, and then if I click on the window, it stopped moving on OBS. Studio mode again. Game. Let's try the different kind of capturing. Does that work? Yeah. Just what I was trying. It does not. Cool, cool. Expect this stuff to work in Windows. I've set it to automatic. Does that help? Because that I assume, except there's nothing animating on the screen now, so I can't tell whether that's working or not. Oh, there it is, it's working on the stream, and then I click on it, and it freezes again. Technology is rubbish. Are you running it in ScumVM? I think Scum has different renderers. It is apparent. It's a bound up exe ScumVM, but oh, you mean ScumVM has an option itself? Oh, all right. Let me check. Options within Myst 3. That doesn't really. Yeah, there's nothing in here that I can fiddle with. I don't know if I can change things outside, but that's sort of a bit beyond the scope, really. What else can we try here? Can we just alt enter it? Wow, now it's an... Okay, so yeah, I can do that, but it's now in a tiny window on the stream and in real life. So, can I stop grabbing my mouse? Can I resize it? Oh, I can. Okay, so can I just maximize it then? Okay, that's doable. And then make that a bit bigger in the stream. Right. Yeah, the problem is I think some of that black is actually still part of the game. So I don't know how much of this I can get rid of. Let's make it sort of vaguely full screenish. And then we'll adjust it again if we need to. Up, 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 left, 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 left. Stretch. Oh, great. That works nicely, doesn't it? My ScumVM 291 has service and OpenGL render option. Yeah, if I can, like, because I'm not running it through the ScumVM client, it's just, you know, a Myst 3 exe that is then ScumVM underneath. But I don't have, presumably there's like a config file that I could go and edit, but I don't have that choice currently. Oh, I can bring that size down. Control F5. Control F5. Hooray! Look at that. Options. Surface in OpenGL. All right, maybe that'll work. Of course, now I've wrecked the size in OBS, but that's not the point. That's not what I want. Oh, that's it. Oh. Oh well. I guess I don't have any options then. This is something I don't want to return to launcher. Oh well, I guess this'll work. I need to. Let me set it in the launch. Oh, I see. Can I? How much will break? Ooh. Okay, it's gone off the screen, but that's fine. Global options. Aha. Render mode. Good lord. That's a lot of render modes that I wasn't expecting. Graphics mode. Ah, that's what I wanted. Okay, let's try. Don't know which one is default, so we'll just pick one at random. Apply. Didn't do anything. And start. That is not updating. Control F5. Option. No, return to launcher, except I've got no cursor. There we go. Global options. Graphics mode SDL again. How about that? Oh, now it looks different. Start. That is still not updating. Fine. I guess a window it is. We don't really have any choice. We tried. We did. Thank you for your help there, FTP, even if it didn't work. Well, it's all got black backgrounds. There we go. Now I know how big the window is.
We should not restore the city as we had planned. Once magnificent buildings lay in ruin, testing the hatred that had consumed.
Something like that.
Too many people had fallen victim to that hate, to the prejudice and greed from which it sprang.
Yeah, shut up, mate. Have you seen that? It is, yeah.
We call it Tamana, We moved here after Atreus finished writing Relation.
I mean, I'm terribly impressed by this when I first saw it. Looks a bit lumpy now.
I'm so glad to see you. I told Atreus our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for your trip to Relation, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks. But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long.
That, for the benefit of any Australians, is the people called the Dunny, not the Dunny, which is a very different concept in Australia. Okay, I go that way. And then go that way.
You know, this trip is exactly what Atreus needs right now. I haven't been able to get him out of the house for months, ever since he found his journals out of place. But seeing how well the Dunny have settled in on Relation should help him to finally relax.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if that is the full view. I don't think there are any, there's no like hood or anything, is there? So I think that is the right size. In which case, I might just... Hello, Torrentadora. Welcome in. I want to grab this. Nope. Nope, grab that.
I know a way you can upgrade your operating system, and you don't have to wait 7 light years. You don't even have to wait 7 months.
And it's a 3rd generation, like me.
This
so it must be really good.
That's right. It's OS2 Warp, the next generation operating system.
Here we go. Right. We've got a book. Fancy that. A book in a Myst game. It's not looking so well. Well, we know what happened to those two. Tamon, thank you for responding so quickly to my request for Nara padlocks. As you know, security in Tamana has become an important issue of late. Perhaps I'm overreacting, as Catherine suggests, but the idea that someone may have been sneaking into my study, reading all of my journals, disturbs me. After what happened to my library on Myst, after my own sons, Cirrus and Akanar, destroyed so many of my books, I've come to realise how delicate the link is to my worlds. I've never been able to repair those burned books, to link to each age and find out if the inhabitants survived. The padlocks won't change that situation, but they should ease my fear of trespassers considerably. Sincerely, Atreus. Another picture. I could never play Myst. I get frustrated at the puzzles too easily and give up. I like point and clicks, but not Myst. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I think I was just saying to FTP a second ago, like, this is the first Myst I played that I didn't give up after about 10 minutes, I think. Because I think I probably would have played the first one when it was new. But I would have been like 13 or 14, and so I would have been like prime Myst hating age. Not a proper game, you know, that sort of thing. So I wouldn't have lasted very long. I think I got 3 and 4 confused. 4 is probably the wild one I was thinking of. Okay, I've got 4 as well. I was planning to go through all of them actually, but I'll probably just start at 3 because I played Riven not too long ago. But yeah, 4 I've never played, and a couple of people have told me it's good, so I'll give it a look. Because I did play Uru at one point as well, and that's not so great. But anyway, finished all my pretzels. No more Scheisse. Okay. I keep resting my fingers on WASD. You don't need WASD for Myst. A book in a glass case. Relation.
That's my friend. I see you found the Relation book. Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. I'm Sorry if I've kept you waiting. Since we'll be gone a few days, I needed to secure some of my things.
Aren't you the guy that runs
I
Siam?
also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Release on. I thought you might find it interesting to read about what I'd hoped to achieve, compared to what the age truly
There is a bit of HUD at the bottom.
Well, just let me get my keys to unlock Release on and we'll be off. Oh, and I'm interested in hearing what you've been up to in recent months.
Who the hell is that? He's nicked the book, look. Well, I guess we're following him through the book. Gasp. Such drama. Oh, of course I now need to move that thing in OBS because it's slightly cut off at the bottom. Keep going, keep going. There we go. Back to there. That is a very appropriate emote, Jabu. Thank you for that. Do you know, I actually am wondering, because I'm looking at that image there, at that object, and in my memory it was higher res than this. And the one thing I noticed when I changed the renderer in ScumVM to SDL was it suddenly got lower res. So I think we're going to have to change the renderer back. So apologies if that causes the game to restart again. Actually, can I save? I can save. Autosave. Janine 2. Okay. Fine. Control F5. Back to the launcher. Yes, that's very low res. Global options. No, hang on a minute. Yeah, no, I am doing the right thing. I just need to run it in a window. Apply. Okay. Back to windowed mode. Maximize the window. Run the game. Maximize the window. That look right? Looks right. Okay. Load. That one. Watch it look identical to how it did a minute ago. It does look identical to how it did a minute ago. Okay, I just misremembered. Fine. So, where are we? Oh, stuff's happening. Oh, thank you, Troy. That's very kind of you. I like chicken. I like liver. Meow mix, please deliver. I only know what that is because of Austin Powers. Right. Got a tusk with a door in it. And a thing. What does the thing do? We can look through it. And we can make it creak. Oh no, it's got a prism inside it. So now we're looking somewhere else. Okay. Creak. I saw the commercials on TV all the time as a kid in America. Yeah, fair enough. Then Dennis started singing. And I remembered. Yeah, I literally only know it as a Austin Powers reference. Right, let's go that way. I'm going to go to the tusk door. Oh, I can't reach it. Okay, I guess I'm not going to the tusk door then. Ooh, a hole. Oh yeah, I remember this bit. Well, I don't think I'm going that way. Because there's a get big thing in the way. No, fine. Back up it is then. Remember there's a hole by the tusk. Oh, there's another tusk. That confuses things. Multiple tusks. It's a very tusky island. Let's go that way. Kinnikos, welcome in. Eastshade, not anymore. Have I updated the stream title? I did, didn't I? Oh, the category's gone back. Nah. I did change that. I definitely changed that to Myst 3. I did. And it just didn't stick for some reason. There we go. Done again. There we go. I think that's set now. I definitely set that category. Oh well, fine. What's down here? For a walk through the dunes. Ooh, a thing. And a thing. And a thing that we can turn around. Okay. Still says Eastshade. Oh, it says Myst 3. Good. I just recalled the part where they see the ship and do the cutaway gags to melons or nuts. I don't know which. Oh, you mean the Austin Powers? I think that was... Was that the intro to the second one that had the long sequence of people saying words that mean that? The Eastshade title image is still on scene. Oh yeah, that's a good point. This is what happens when I accidentally finish games quicker than expected, and also the screen doesn't fit. There we go. Left a bit, left a bit, left a bit, left a bit more, left a bit more. About there? Okay. Eastshade. I don't even know where that is. Is it in... Which scene did I put that in? Is it in that one? It is. I don't have a scene for Myst 3, so we're just going to hide it. That's how that's going to work. There we go. It's June 2 now. Do you have a cat in real life? If so, what is their name? I certainly do, and you are looking at her right now. That is Dora. Also, I own a hard copy of Mystery Exile. That's cool. I did at some point. And do you want to hear something tragic, Kinnikos? Oh, look, there's Dora. At some point, I don't know, 20 years ago, all of my big box PC games, I just threw them out or recycled them. Because I was like, I'm sick of carting these around between my various houses. I'm never going to need them again. Chucked. Some of those would be worth a fortune now. Anyway. Never got Myst 4 and Myst 5 though, or Uru. Yes, I played Uru a little bit, and I seem to recall I quite enjoyed the Peter Gabriel song in it. That was about it. Uru was not that fun. I haven't played Myst 4. I have bought it though. A few people have said it's good, so I'm going to give that one a go. But partially what is getting me interested in the Mysts again, because I did enjoy Myst 3 years ago when I played it, and I played the remake, or the remastered version of Riven that they released recently as well, and thought that was very good too. But before that, I played what's it called? Obduction. Have anybody played Obduction? Which is a more recent-ish one, maybe 8 or 10 years ago. It was another game that Cyan made, in the same sort of style, but not in the same world. And Obduction I thought was brilliant, like to the extent that I spent quite a few years being tedious about it and telling everybody, you should play Obduction, because I felt like nobody had ever heard of it, and it deserved a better audience, or a bigger audience than it got. Yeah, and thinking about things to stream. At some point I'll probably stream Obduction, but I thought it might be nice to do slightly retro-ish ones first. Right, that would appear to be a knackered prison thing. What's over here? I wouldn't go this way. What's happening? There's chat happening. I would get a cat, but my house is a mess, and I think the cat would get lost. It'd probably quite enjoy it. You're mistaken. Cats do not get lost. The place they want to be might get lost, but cats don't. Yes, like that logic. Like wizards never arriving early or late. Yeah. Gotcha. Tells what I know. Also, some dolt might have accidentally closed the door on them when they were hiding in a room usually closed off to them. That sounds about right. Where is Dora right now? She's doing that thing again where she's snuck off while my back's turned. She's getting... I live in quite a small flat, and my cat has an amazing ability to hide in it. And there are very few rooms, let alone places to hide. But she's managed to hide anyway. I heard Ian McKellen is going to be in the Lord of the Rings Gollum movie. I didn't know there was one. I think he's almost 90. Yeah, that's going to cost a lot in insurance. He is cool, though, Ian McKellen. Worth putting him in things. I got a great photo of him once, years and years ago, when he was the surprise guest star at the head of the Manchester Pride Parade. That was really cool. He just popped out the sunroof of this car. That's Ian McKellen. That must have been like right at the height of his Lord of the Rings fame as well. It was very cool. Right, where am I going? One of the more famous LGBT wizards, right? It's true, you know. And came out in I don't know if anybody knows this outside the UK. I don't know that many people know it in the UK anymore, but he came out in a really cool way as well, which was he was invited for some reason. He was invited to be part of a radio debate in the I'm going to say late 80s or early 90s about I think it was about Section 28, which is this really weird old Thatcher era law that said that it was kind of vague. It said that local authority money, government money, couldn't be used to promote alternative lifestyles, which in practice meant that school teachers were terrified about talking about gay people at all for fear that they would break this law, which was kind of the point that the reason the law was brought in. And so they were having this radio debate about whether we should repeal this law. And for some reason it was Sir Ian McKellen and like a Tory MP. And the Tory MP was saying how we should definitely not repeal it because it was a great law, and we should definitely not be promoting this nonsense lifestyle, whatever. And he started ranting about. He kept using the phrase, was it like those people or something like that? He said, those people leading your kids astray, those people. And Ian McKellen interrupted him and went, I am one of those people. Which is a fantastic moment. You shut your face, Tory. I've always quite enjoyed that story. But anyway, which way am I going? I'm going that way. Are you British? I am British, yeah, that's true. Although I'm one of the rare Brits that pronounces their T's. I hate the political climate in the UK right now, just as much as I hate it here in the USA. Yep. We are living in interesting times at the moment. Tired of all the transphobia and homophobia. True enough. For some reason I thought you were German, like Jabu, or Belgian. Maybe because I mixed up Crossel with Brussels. Yes, I probably ought to be the Crossel from Brussels. That would work quite well. But I'm not. Maybe I should just stream from there as a special thing. Live, the Crossel from Brussels. Where am I going? Let's go up there. A very low-res texture on that rock. It's pre-rendered. Why couldn't you afford higher res textures? That's just cheap. While eating Brussels sprouts, as long as they're properly prepared. The problem is Brussels sprouts, I think, are generally fine, but it's a British thing, of course, that traditionally in this country, Brussels sprouts are boiled to death at Christmas, you know, until the water has turned into green paint. That's when they're done. That's when you serve them. And that's why most British people hate Brussels sprouts. It wasn't until I was I think until after I'd graduated that I found out that you could actually cook them in a way that didn't make them toxic. I like them, but not overcooked. No, not overcooked. Not the child statue that is peeing. What? Oh, the best thing in Brussels. I think this game is better than Riven. Welcome in, Norhala. Norhala? Yes. Yeah, well, I can see that. I mean, I've said a couple of times already on this stream, this is the first Myst that I played for longer than 10 minutes when I was younger, or, you know, when it came out. And I did finish it. And so it was my route into the Myst franchise. I did like the remaster of Riven. I think I know a lot of people are quite upset by the remaster because they did simplify a couple of the puzzles, which I needed because I did play Riven years ago and I had the same thing. I played it for like 10 minutes and then I was like, I don't understand what I'm meant to do. But in the remaster, there's a couple of things they've sort of smoothed out, a couple of those lumps. And yeah, I finished Riven. It was nice in the remaster. Enjoyed it. I think real Myst 2000 is better than playing regular Myst. Now that, of course, is complicated because there's like 2 real Mysts, isn't there? And one of them we're not allowed to know about anymore. Is that it with real Myst? Like there was a... It wasn't Unreal 3, was it? But there was a real-time real Myst they made in the early... Is that the one? The 2000? Right, that's the original one. So was that a custom engine they did that one in? And then, because they remade it in Unreal 4, I guess. Or was it UDK? I don't know. Anyway, all this chat happening, I'm missing it. Oh, this is no good. Hang on, I've got to scroll back up to see that. I like the food, the architecture. There is a good town square. I did a chocolate tour with family. Yes, that sounds good. I'm very interested in that. He said, looking forlornly at the 2 empty chocolate wrappers on the desk, because I've eaten both of them. Then mussels, seafood, beer, etc. is good. I mean, mussels and seafood, not that keen on. Beer I am keen on, but I don't drink anymore, so that's not allowed. I do like a good pot of mussels with a beer. Someone archived the Gorgon store. Everyone got delisted. That's handy. I liked eating shrimp curry. Real Myst 2000 is apparently running in an engine originally designed for Myst Online. That makes sense. So it was possibly a sort of an experiment to see if they could do Myst Online. Interesting. Wrong kind of mussels, Jabu. The seafood. Right, let's go through this door, because at some point, I think oh no, in this room, we get to find out a little bit about the guy that nicked the book, but we haven't met him yet. We don't meet him yet. Because I don't know if anybody was paying attention that hasn't played this and doesn't know already, but the guy playing the guy that nicked the book that we're chasing is a pretty well-known actor. I was quite impressed. No, wait, that's not true. I was impressed later on. Oh, no, hang on. No, when I played this, like, at the time, I would have recognised him from Dune. That's where I knew Brad Dourif from. But then, of course, he became, I think, a chunk more famous from Lord of the Rings. Also, that door doesn't open, so that was a bit of an anticlimax. There he is, look, there he is. It's Grima Wormtongue. Where's he gone? He's buggered off. I find it interesting. The devs of this game are the same people who made the Journeyman project. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I only found that out quite recently. It is, in a sense, slightly unfortunate that the Myst franchise had to be given to another studio before, in my opinion, before they made a slightly more mass market. Well, no, that's a silly thing to say. The first one sold like hotcakes, but like a more approachable version of Myst. Can we go that way? No, we can't go that way. That way. But not that way. How do we get around there then? We have to go the other way. Oh, we can't go that way. Oh, we can. No, we can't go that way. Oh, we're going to have to do some puzzle solving, folks. Because I've run out of places to click on. I think. Unless I've missed something. Well, I'm bound to have missed something. No, can't. No, I can't go that way. And that doesn't go anywhere. That just goes to that door, which doesn't open. And we can't knock on it and go, oi, bloke. There he is again, talking to himself. Right, we're not getting in there, at least not yet. So, back down here. We're going to go that way. What was down here again? Oh, there was the spinny thing in the water. All the way over here. Oh, and another one of these. That's pointing at the broken one. So, that suggests we should point it at something that isn't broken. My family did a stay in a zoo in Belgium for a week or so over holidays. I forgot the name, but it was the fanciest zoo I've ever seen. Very French and Dutch. Sounds like Paradiser. I've probably mispronounced that. Yes, that was it. Belgians love frites too. I like fries. My dad told me he's going to reorder some Belgian beers from the monastery. I thought you said for the monastery then. It's like, wow, your dad's a monk. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Yes, from the monastery. That makes more sense. What's this pointing at now? Oh, it's pointing at the blue one. That's probably good, isn't it? It's probably good, that. I'm eventually hoping to be in the mood to try to play real Myst 2000 on stream, but I'm currently worried about the game's stability right now. Oh, that's a shame. It feels like that would be another one. Yeah, no. I was going to say it feels like that would be another one that's ripe for Scum VM to take over. But, yeah, not if it was delisted. Rhyme is very prone to crashing the game. Sorry for derailing. Belgium is my favourite place lately. Not at all. It's interesting, Tony. Carry on. Carry on. We've had a surprisingly broad range of topics tonight. It's been quite novel. Right, so this is pointing at the blue one now, isn't it? So, I feel like I should go and find the blue one and point that somewhere else. Not at that. That's now over there. Can I get to the blue one? I think I can. I think I can. Can I go that way? No, I can't go that way. Oh, there are steps. I didn't notice this bit. I think it'd be an insane effort to try to reverse engineer and support the engine real Myst runs. It's come VM because the full-fledged 3D engine with the FPS controls. It is a fair point, yeah. Are you posh like Juan Lebedev? Not really. Not really. I have a slightly strange voice, though, in a sense, because I'm actually from the northeast, and I'm from a working class background. But my parents were of the generation, the only generation of British people that experienced social mobility, and among the various silly things that they attributed their good fortune to, one of them they thought was losing the regional accent. And so they brought me up to speak in a slightly more, frankly, what most British people would call a more southern accent. And so, yes, as a result, everybody thinks I'm terribly posh. And yeah, no, not really. But then I would say that, wouldn't I? Would I? Don't know. This was another bit of art I remember being terribly impressed by when I first played it. And it does look disappointingly low res. Looking at it again now. Oh well. So you say things like governor or innit or copper. I don't know that I say any of those things except innit, but I only ever say innit ironically. Direct 3D7 hardware TNL based engine. Yeah, I suppose 2000 it would be. Grizzly. It's easy to figure out, Crossell. How many silver coal skulls do you own? I only barely get that reference, but I have seen people mention it. I don't own any Jabu, not a single one. Although I did, this is totally going to ruin my claim here. But, then you're not posh, thanks very much. But this is totally going to ruin my claim, but I am going to point out here that an ex-housemate of mine from when, like my final year of university, and then when we graduated, we still lived together. But she texted me the other day to send me a Rightmove link, you know, the property website. And she didn't say anything. It was just a bunch of exclamation marks and then a link. And so I opened the link. I kind of knew what it was going to be. And it was the recent sale of the house that we used to live in together, which was a student house in Manchester, actually, where Juan Lebedev lives now. But we lived there as students 20 years ago, and this house was sold a few months ago for £1 million. And it was like just completely baffling to me that I'd lived in a house at some point that then sold for £1 million. But there we go. Strangeness. Oh, there's more words happening again. Oh, the problem is I have to alt tab to get my mouse back to scroll back up the chat. There we go. I also love how Real Myst explicitly mentions supporting Windows 2000. Who the hell used that as a home desktop? 2000. Yeah. I can't remember if I ever used Windows 2000 now you come to mention it. You said I think you were game dev for like 15 years, right? Any games you worked on I should play? I'm game dev, in fact, for... It's been long enough that I actually don't like to think about it anymore. I remember at some point a while ago noting that it had been 20 years. And then when I thought about it most recently, it had been a number of years more than that, which is unbelievably depressing to me to know. But yes, games that I worked on that you should play. The problem is, you see, is that most of the games that I've worked on I haven't liked. Awful but true. There's lots of games that I've worked on that were sort of well known, and you'd probably have heard of them. But as in terms of ones that I would recommend, that I would say this game was really good, you should play this one. Honestly, I would struggle to think of one. It's a tremendous novelty for me at the moment that right now, because I work 2 days a week at the moment for a client, and they are the first client and the first game I have ever worked on where I think the game will be really successful, and I think it's really good, and I would play it myself. But I can't tell you what that is, because that's top secret. But yeah, I've done a bunch of, like, the stuff I've done that's most famous. I've done work for EA before, but I've made no secret about my views of EA as a company. And so, yes, working on their games was an experience that I don't need to repeat. So, yeah, that wasn't much fun. What other chat is happening? Bennis is going to become posh soon. Me. Oh, Windows 2000. Did Windows 2000 even have DirectX? That's a good question. Was Windows 2000 on the NT line? Because I remember NT, that was the one thing that was bad about NT4, was the fact that it didn't have DirectX, so it couldn't run games. Other than that, NT4 was great. He's already slowly turning British with some phrases in it, though. Totally, it worked fine as a game machine. Okay. When is he losing his Italian accent? I used Windows 2000 before I left Windows forever and switched to Linux. I ran Windows 2K Advanced Server for a few months, but that did not run games well. That's interesting to know. Microsoft deployed DirectX to Windows 2K. I'd figured DirectX on Windows NT family was only really a thing in Windows XP. Yes, that's just what I was saying. Gotcha. I wasn't sure if you self-published your own or worked with a team. I've sort of done a whole bunch of things. I did make, the last game I made for myself was like 10 years ago. God, probably slightly longer than that. Which is I made an iOS game that is long since not available. Yeah. I have about 46,000 prototypes, though. Those are cool. I like a lot of small team games and one dev games. Yes, they're fundamentally more interesting. You know, and you can talk about the wheres and the wherefores for why that is, but like, yeah, generally for me, the fewer people involved in making the game, the more interesting it is. Linux, ew. Controversial statement. 2000 was NT, that's why I used 2000 instead of Windows 98 or something. Recent game I played was made by one dev in Ukraine. Well, he had artists he paid and composer. If you glue all the prototypes together, you can make a game of games. That, you say that sort of as a joke, but indie devs have done that and been quite successful with it. But no, I would have to actually finish some of them. But still. Right, back to this. I'm trying to think. I think probably the game that I worked on for somebody else in recent years that I felt like was upsettingly close to being very good was I worked on a game called Switchblade. Not the one from the 1980s, not the platformer. It was a sort of a... It was a peculiar vehicle-based MOBA, if you remember when MOBAs were a thing for 5 minutes. And yeah, that was quite an interesting game. And fun bonus fact, I did the voiceover for one of the trailers for it as well. That was quite fun. But yeah, but that was a free-to-play game. And it never came out of early access. They never finished it, which was a shame. I would play that. I think UFO 50 is like that. Is that the one I was thinking of? Yeah. Game of Games. I'm on a Lovecraft craze right now. Mostly the theme of games I play now. It literally came out 2 days ago. That'd be too scary for me. I can't cope with scary games. I'm very easily frightened. Can I go over there? No. On that way. That way. Oh, the door opens. A door that opens. That's nice. Also, awesome mixtapes like that. Another one dev game I liked was Pixel Point and Click called Carnival. That was horror again. No. Can't cope with horror. Go this way. It's a nice plant, a little pot. Oh, I guess I meant to pull that. Oh. What did that do? Oh, I can go through here now. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's the other door into that room. Where the thieving man was. Is he still here? Don't look like it. Isn't it? I thought it was the same room. Oh, it is. That's the door. Okay. Moderately disturbing. Oh, a book. I have done it. I have used this swirling linking book to follow him. I touched my palm to its glowing panel and felt the tingling begin. There was a sudden sickening lurch inside my stomach. Then I fell into the page. This has happened before, I know it. It happened the first time I came to this place, when I followed his murdering sons from Narayan. It happened when I used his hidden books, and it happened when I finally opened the machine, right before the fog first ate my mind. The fog didn't find me this time. When I opened my eyes, I was alone in a room. I was standing in the home of my betrayers. I couldn't move. I was afraid. I thought they'd know that I had come and would be waiting for me, just like they had waited inside this very tusk. I was afraid they would tie me up again, that the poison snakes would strike. But the silence was unbroken. The whole house was still, and without really knowing what I did, I started to search. Every room, every floor, every cabinet. I found his journals, Atrus's never-ending journals. I found the book that brought me back to this world. The lesson world he calls Janine. Jinamin. Oh, Tamra, my love, how long have I been trapped here? How much of my life has been eaten by the fog? The face I see in the lagoon isn't one I remember ever wearing. It's so much older, so much more savage. But it is me, it is Savidro. And I remember what they did, how they led my people to death. I've returned several times now to Tamana. I am searching for some sign of his sons. I was certain they would run back to their father, but so much time has passed. So many years in which to forget about my people. Is that what happened, Atris? Safe in your beautiful new home, enjoying life with your dear wife and family? Did you become so busy envisioning new worlds that you forgot the ones you'd already created? I must be very careful. I must not let them know that I am free. I will read what journals I can find to figure out where his two sons are hiding, and when I've found the sons again, when I've got the whole family together, I'll bring them down. Atris and his family will suffer the way I have suffered for years. Cirrus and Akanar are not in Tamana. Every day I become more and more convinced Atris' sons are not there. What happened, Atris? Did you grow tired of them the way you tired of Narayan? Did you abandon them the way you abandoned my people behind your shield? It does not matter. I can still take revenge against their father, now that I am no longer stuck on Janine, I don't know how to pronounce that. I can avenge all the dead in my world. I have already reopened his other books. I have begun making changes in those worlds, using his own lessons against him. There is still much more work to be done, but eventually I will lure him into this tusk. I will find some way to make him follow me here from Tamana. For now I will concentrate on the Orbiter. It is not a natural part of its world. The material that creates it is like nothing I've seen. It reminds me just a little of the shield, and if it is the same material, it can't be damaged. But perhaps I can damage the other devices. No, it cannot be true. Surely his journals deceive me. He says he's brought them back. He says he's given his Dunny brethren new life. But how? How can one man have so much power? How can one man's writings reawaken a dead world? I don't know what this means. By all that is sacred, Tamra, what can it mean? It doesn't change a thing. I can still continue as I planned. I can still seek revenge for my people. I will make my enemies suffer. By the weaving, Tamra, this changes everything. I found a way to reprogram his scanning device. It requires scavenging parts from another mechanism in the tusk, but I think the gears I leave can still be operated by hand. That looks important, doesn't it? Oh. It is finished. All is ready for Atris' arrival. Tonight I will sleep among the ghosts. Then tomorrow I will link into Tamana. When I link out, I'll be carrying his book. May the spirits of my people serve to guide me in this. Well, I think he's a bit unwell. That looks the most actionable to me. Look out for something that looks like that. How do I close the book then? That one? No? No. I'd like to close the book now. Oh, there we go. Goodness me. Do you drink tea, or do you drink British tea with cream? British tea is not with cream, but with milk, I think. I thought it had cream and milk. Wow, that sounds elaborate. Right now, or up until it went cold, I was drinking mint tea. I wouldn't recommend putting milk or cream in that one. But normally, it would be milk. It suddenly occurs to me after reading that, I'm going to need quite a lot of water to play this game, aren't I? Funnily enough, a game about books, there's quite a lot of reading in it. I've not considered that. Big hammer. A thing. What's this? What is this teaching us? Oh. Okay. Okay. So that plant responds to electricity. Interesting. So can we swap that over again? What happens if we do that? Ooh. Okay. Have you ever drank Bailey's out of a shoe? No. I can safely say I've not done that. Is that what Australians call a shoey? I don't know if it's Bailey's though. I think it's beer for a shoey. Nope. Can I pick any of this up? No. Okay. Oh, okay. We're being told that a green glass ball weighs as much as 4 wooden balls. Alright. I'm sure that'll be important at some point. Okay, there's no other button in here. Oh yes there is, I just didn't see it. Oh, up we go. I was quoting the Mighty Boosh. Ah, I've never seen that. Despite and possibly because of many years of people telling me that I must absolutely watch it. Oh. It's that bloke out of Lord of the Rings.
Atris? Is that you? Come to rescue your book so soon? Not yet, old friend. Not yet.
What's he up to? Oh, pretty cool basket egg. Oh, he's still there. All right. Have you seen IT Crowd? I have, yes. Okay, so we can look at him, but we can't get in there yet. Does that take us back down? Oh. Yes. Open the door. Right. Now then. I seem to recall. You can send it up without being in it. Yes. Now that looks awfully familiar, doesn't it? How do I look at the book? Oh, there, right click. Okay. And that. Nope, that just changes book. How do I? There we go. So, do I pull that? And pull that. Pull that back. Pull that back. Is it that high? I don't know. Probably. Yeah, it's that high. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Ah, I didn't mean to press that either. I thought you could do something with the thing at the bottom, but I guess you can't. Alright, and then what does that do? It just looks like that thing. I guess we'll try giving it a twiddle. Oh, oh, we can turn them round. Okay, so fine, good. Oh, I see. Right, so the screw bit's pointing out on two of them and pointing in on the other one. I see. Pointing out on that one. So how do I turn it? Like that. That's pointing in. It should be pointing out, I guess. And then this guy should be pointing in. He is pointing in. Okay, that's right, isn't it? Clockwise. Would be the same. I think it's right. Okay. Oh, there's more. Probably like that. Because that's just going to go back, isn't it? Yeah. Let's try that. Oh, there's more stuff. God, he did a number on this lift, didn't he? Should that be disconnected? I think there was a... Yes. And then I think that's telling us that needs to be like that. Okay. I think we're done. I think we're done. Where's the ladder? Oh, no, that's the... There we go. Twiddle the thing. Bring the lift back down. Clunk. And then with a bit of luck, when we go up this time, the door will open. Oh, that's the one to the outside, right. I thought there was a... I thought you could open that door from here. Clearly, you can't. Well, the button's just going to take us back down again. I thought you could twiddle that block. Must be misremembering that bit. Okay, fine. Guess we'll press the button again. I don't know if that means I haven't done that properly, or if I've just misremembered what it does. Well, maybe we'll come back. More plants. Or does that put that thing back? Why would we want to put that thing back? Oh, no, it just doesn't do anything. Alright, fine. Is this the bit with the cute squeaking creature? I remember a cute squeaking creature, and I remember it being near this funny little building. I can't go over there. Oh, I can go up there. Are you down here somewhere? Hello, hello. What are you? Oh, you're a plant. Okay. What's that, though? Oh. Okay. There we go. Yes, and it squeaks and the fruit inflate. Oh. Which is a handy tip because there's a load of them fruit over there. I guess we'll carry on this way. Why, there they are. Another tusk building. Aha, leading to that door. Okay. Let's go this way. Green one. What's that pointing at? Nothing currently. I was pointing at the blue one. That's probably good. Going that way. Yeah, we were coming up, weren't we? Let's go that way. Oh, I see. Didn't even notice it. Give you a twiddle. Nope. No, okay. How'd you get down? Oh, there we go. So that's basically it up this side. That's the cover art, isn't it? One of these buildings is the cover art. I remember that. Another two twiddly things. Where's it gone? There it is. Pointing at nothing. Pointing at nothing. Pointing at the red one. I'm hoping I just point it at whichever one it can see. I don't have to choose the colours. Guess we'll find out. Up we go. Boink. Twiddle. Well, there's nothing happening so far. Oh, I can go this way. Ooh. Oh, this is back where we were. All right. Have I pointed all of these? No, that one's still not pointing at anything. It is now. Hello there, David Alexander. Welcome in. Thank you for checking in. There's a weird pattern. Don't know if that means anything. That's the broken one. We don't want the broken one. That's nothing. And that's the weird pattern thing again. Interesting. So do we have to have that instead of the broken one? Though I don't know what that is. And what's this thing? Oh, there's a thing. Oh, glowing is happening. Hello, hello. Ah, that's the weird pattern. Okay. So have we switched the thing on now? Have we got lights pointing around the island? I assume we have. I don't know what that does. Probably opens something. Oh! Oh, that's very kind of you, David Alexander. Thank you very much. Enjoy that tunnel. That does mean you now get access to Dora emotes, so that's pretty exciting. Everybody loves the Dora emotes, especially Dora, who has just appeared right on cue. Okay. Yo. It's just going to be Dora emotes now, for a little bit. Adorable. See what I did there? Anyway. Where's this go? Oh, that way. And then back up there again. Oh, there's another one of these things. Oh, that I've just gone through. Oh, to open this door. So can we move this? No. No, we can't do anything with it. I guess we've just got to get things lined up to point at it. One of them, maybe? Don't know. Oh, I missed the door at FMV. Oh. I get it? Adorable, because Myst has doors. That's right, FTP, yes. Sure is Misty. Yep. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I meant to get light in there, and then the door will open. But ooh, that's not very nice. Okay. So I must have to line them up to point at that, I guess. Mutant Doomer Z, welcome in. My favourite Myst game. You're the second person to say that tonight. Well, technically, no, the other person didn't say it was their favourite. They said it was better than Riven. So, that's pretty much favourite. It was the first one I played. I did, well, sorry, that's not true. It's the first one I played for longer than 10 minutes before getting frustrated and giving up. I did actually, it's the first one I finished. That would be the more sensible way of phrasing it. It's the first one I finished. And then I got into the rest of them afterwards. Although I still haven't played Myst 4. I'll probably do that after this one. A mysterious sound. Myst 3 Exile is best for beginners. Yes, I think that's probably true. I was saying earlier, it's sort of a, in a sense, it's a bit of a shame that it had to be given to a different studio to make one that was a bit more approachable. But you can't really blame Cyan. The first one was extremely obtuse and it sold tremendously well, so of course they were going to make it more obtuse when they made Riven. Oh, thank you very much for the follow there. They are anonymous, but feel free to say hello. That was so small, I didn't actually see who it was. Well, fine, let's carry on. Good, good. I don't know where I'm going. I know what I'm meant to do. This is always the way when I... Hello, what's that thing? When I play these games that I haven't played in years, I remember bits of the solutions to things, but always in the wrong order. So I know what the mysterious sound up here means. But I can't entirely remember how I use it. Is that a sound command? Oh, yes, it is. Does it work? That's a good point. I've had to transfer my streaming setup from the Mac to Windows to play Windows games, and it was supposed to copy everything over magically in one go, and of course it missed half of the things it needed. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if the O sound effect didn't make it. So yes, sorry if that didn't play. I certainly didn't hear it. Brad Dourif is one of my favourite actors. Yeah, no, I like Brad Dourif too. No worries, I'll joke good. I was saying earlier, when I first played this, when I was a teenager, and I saw it was Brad Dourif, I probably didn't know his name, but I would have gone, that's the guy out of Dune, because that's what I remembered him from. Which is appropriate, really. It's a vaguely similar character to Peter de Vries. I actually played this game on PS2 originally. I didn't know they ported it to PS2. I have to go through the building to get over there. That's fine then. I don't know. I feel like I should be doing more fiddling with the lamp thingies. I hope somebody knows what that means, because I can't think what they're actually called. These geezers, anyway. That way, I suppose. Because it's the only way I can go. There's the door. So something needs to be pointing at that. Something from over there needs to be pointing at that. Oh, you're pointing at nothing again. You shouldn't be pointing at nothing. You're pointing at a blue thing again. That's probably right. That's weird. I could have sworn that was pointed the right way. Oh, you can look at it from different angles. Ooh, how am I only just working this out now? Okay. So you're pointed that way. And then I guess I need to point you at like the purple one or something? Can I even do that? PS2 version is slightly different, isn't it? Oh, hello. Something's happening. Are you pointing at the right thing now? Or are you just telling me you're pointing to the left? Because that's not terribly useful if that's what you're doing. Yeah, you're pointing over there. Okay. We don't want that. We want you to twiddle. Oh, now you're going to be pointing at... Well, no, you can't because you're not getting the light. Oh, it's pointing over there. Okay. So now the purple one, maybe we can adjust to point over there. Maybe that'll work. Up, up. Was it this one? That way. It's currently pointing to the right, so rotate that way. Ow! That was pointing at me. You're blind. I guess that's not right because it's not going to point at 90 degrees. So I need it. What can it reach at 90 degrees? Maybe that? Yeah. Okay. So it's currently pointing that way. So this way. No? I thought you were pointing at me now. Are you not? Okay. I think I'm not understanding this puzzle. Twiddle that again. And now we're pointing to the... But what is the right from here? Like, where is that? It's kind of difficult to estimate. Well, that's... yeah, maybe that is pointing at that then. Whatever colour that is. It's so far away I can't tell from here. Maybe that one can reach over there. But I have to figure out how to get around there again. Presumably this way. Not that. Now I'm lost. That one? That one? Or that one? Was it on the right of the tusk? I cannot remember. Oh no, it must be... It can't be one of them because they can't reach it. Oh, dear me. Well, there's no... Oh no, you are. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. You are shining over there at the purple one. Okay, so... Get me over there. Get me over there. So then... Do you need... You're currently pointing that way. I'm so confused. Right, let's start again. Let's go back to the source of the light. That seems sensible. The source of the light is there. And it is currently going into the yellow one. And then over to the right. To the purple one. The blue one, excuse me. Who is then... Yeah, that seems wrong then. Because it seems like it ought to be going to that guy. But I don't think it can go to that guy. Because it only goes out at 90-degree angles. So maybe that reaches across there? Oh, it must do, because there was visible light. So the light's going across there, and then it's going to the yellow one, I think, was at the back. I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, so that guy's shining there, and then that guy's shining to that one, which is the red one. Where are you pointing? You're pointing out to sea. So if I... Really? Does that line up? Oh, I have to turn it a few more times than that. Oh no. I think that might be right. Gosh. I could do with a Gabriel Knight style sting to tell me when I've got something right. That would help. Or, you know, just somebody talking about white sausages. Yay! Okay, I take back my yay. What is that not? Oh. Oh. Buttons. Oh, now I'm being tested to see if I did that by accident, I guess. Am I being asked what order those colours were in? Because I can't remember. And I can't see from here either. This game, I ask you. Go to the light, Crossel. Go to the light. I can see a light, Jammer. Ow! I've stubbed my toe. I did not go to heaven that day. Right, so yellow first. Then whatever colour that was. I hope somebody's remembering this because I'm not writing it down. Yellow, and then it goes all the way over the other side, doesn't it? Yeah. Yellow. Yellow, then that guy, which is... That's also yellow. I thought the other one was yellow. Is there more than one yellow? Or did... What? Was that one not yellow? Am I just mis-seeing colours now? Is that what this game has done to me? I've only been playing it for an hour. No, it is yellow. There's two yellows. Okay, well I guess I've misunderstood this puzzle. I mean, I've misunderstood quite a lot of this puzzle, but you know what I mean. Maybe I'm supposed to press yellow twice. I suppose that's acceptable. Okay, fine. Let's assume it's that. In which case, it's yellow, yellow. Up. Yellow, yellow, purple. That guy, I guess, which I think might be red. Yellow, yellow, purple. Red. That's it. Yellow, yellow, purple, red. Does blue not get a look in? Is it not even involved in this process? No, it is. Oh, bumsicle. Right, so it's yellow, blue, yellow, and the one that I've forgotten. I'm a real pro at these games. I've got a pad and a pen literally next to me. Why don't I write this down? What did I say? Yellow, blue, yellow, I think. Yellow, blue, yellow. And then I think it was red the fourth one or the fifth one? Purple. Purple. Yellow, blue, yellow, purple. Write down purple. Come on. Come on. Yellow, blue, yellow, purple. Red. You are involved, aren't you? Yes, you are. Red. That says blue. Red. Okay. Okay. It's good. We've got this. We've got this. It's fine. As long as I don't get lost on the way back to the door. Right. Yellow. Blue. Yellow. Purple. Red. Screw you, door! What have I done wrong? Oh, there's green at the end. Oh, yellow, blue, yellow, purple, red, green. I hate this game. Whose idea was it to play this stupid game? Maybe green at the end. Yeah, turns out no. I've clearly misunderstood something here. Can I do something with this? No. Just go round in a nice circle. No, no, it doesn't like that. Fine. Let's do this again. Right. Light source goes to yellow. That then actually, yeah, no, purple. No, hang on. Is that one purple or blue? Now I'm confused again in a different way. That looks like purple from here. Yeah, and then it looks like blue from here. That's upsetting. Okay, so there's definitely blue though. And then he's pointing over there, and that one was yellow, was it not? I seem to recall that it was. Let us check. Where is it? Is that you? That's you. That is definitely yellow. And then that's going out there to that guy over there who, get out of the way, stupid rocks. That is definitely purple. And it's going over there to the red one. Well, now I'm confused. I'm just going to do it again. But I'm going to do it in a slightly more angry way, in the hope that I can convey my irritation to the door and it will take pity on me. Yellow, blue, yellow, purple, red, green. Let me in! Wait a minute, this game doesn't look like Pizza Worm. That's true, it doesn't look like Pizza Worm. Have I misunderstood how those lights are connected up? Oh, hang on, you can actually see which one's shining. So we could do it in reverse order. So that's the one to the left of the tusk. It's 3 along. We could do it that way round. So we're ending with green. And then it's the one 3 lamps over there. One lamp. That's the... Oh, no, yeah, the red one. That's what we had, yeah. Okay, so it's the red one, which I've now lost. Did I go past it? No, that's the blue one. Over here, and then up here, and then that's the red one. So if I stand here, we can see that the light is coming from the the purple one. So it's definitely purple before red. And then I have to go and find that one. If we stand in front of the blind, we can see that that is coming from the yellow. And if we go over to the yellow one, then we can see nothing. Oh, it's over there. Wait a minute. Which one is that one? It's the one to the right of the tusk on the other side of the mountainy bit. Oh, to the, yeah, between the tusks. Up some steps. That's how I'm going to describe that to myself. Can we go? We can go up the steps to it, can't we? Yeah. So it's the guy up here. That's. Oh, it's red. No. Oh, now I'm confused. The green one's pointing at the red one. Oh, there's a whole bunch that are blind. Okay, so that's a red one. This is different. Have I somehow not included these two? There's a green one before the red one. So then we go to the green one. How do I... Stupid design of the... There we go, up there, green one. I don't know what colour that is. That's miles away. It's the one... Well, it's that one, isn't it? The one sort of near the light source, but not the one that the light source is pointed at, which I think is there. Okay, I think I can remember that. Down here, over the other side, up we go. That way, and that way, and that way, and that way. Is that guy? There's a red one. It was the blue one. It's the blue one? It's definitely the blue one. Okay. So that's before the green one. And the yellow one is before the blue one. Okay, so I guess guess there were just 3 that I didn't notice were in the sequence. That sort of makes sense. Let's give that a go. Be exciting. Imagine, we'll get to open a door. I love it when you get to open doors in games. It's my favourite bit. Yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, purple, red. Look at that. We got the door open. I'm impressed by that. Did you miss a colour lamp? I did. Thank you. You was he? Just noticed you said that. By the way, I completely forgot the puzzle solutions. I'm just guessing. Yes, fair enough. And I don't mind about backseating. It's fine. In fact, it's probably helpful. 7 lamps in total. Yes. Good volume. Jolly good. Jolly good. Right. Right. Oh, I think I know what's in this room. Other than a funny thing. Well, in fact, it's the funny thing that we want. Oh, because there's another little puzzle here, isn't there? Do we know about this? Has Brad Dourif drawn us a picture of this bit? No, he hasn't. Oh no, I'm going to have to use my brain again. It's already worn out. It was worn out before I started playing. We've got to twiddle these. There's some meaning here. But I can't for the life of me remember what it is. Poor brain. Yeah, poor brain. It runs on chocolate, you know. What if someone makes a mod and replaces Savidro with Chucky? That would be a very different game. I mean, it would be the same in Lord of the Rings. What if they replaced Brad Dourif in that with Chucky? It would be a very different film. Oh, this is quite upsetting because I know what happens. Once we've got those in the right place, we pull the thingy and it brings that guy down and we get a linking book to another world. But I can't remember what we need to do with these. It's sad to see him retired from acting. I didn't know he was retired from acting. I assume we're talking about Brad Dourif here and not Chucky. Blind. Well, we're going to have to do something else then. We're going to have to do some more faffing about out here on the Tusky Island. I definitely know there's a bit involving a plant. Well, involving several plants. But I don't know that we're meant to know about that yet. I think we're meant to go to a different world where we find out about plants and then we come back with that knowledge. I think that's true anyway. Let's go this way. Oh, I've already brought it down. I didn't need to do that. Let's go that way. Out the door. Where's the... There it is. Because I do remember there's a puzzle involving the little furry guy. Where's he gone? There he is. Because he squeaks to make those inflate. I'm fairly sure there's a plant that amplifies... In fact, it's there. Can we get to that already? We can. I didn't realise. Okay, so you Where's the squid? There he is. Oh, yeah. I would remind you at this point that everything that happens in these worlds is, by the canon of Myst, is written by the Atris guy. So he wrote a book about a wall that's made of plants that inflate when a little squeaky guy squeaks. He writes really weird books, is my point. Anyway. Well, this looks familiar. I also don't know what little positions you guys want. No. Wonder how we find that out. Oops. Let me out. Atris was smoking good stuff right in these ages. It's true. I often think there's a, you know, people sometimes talk about the fact that in like Star Trek, everybody would be sort of having a psychotic break all of the time because you'd never know at any point in Star Trek whether anything was real, because you constantly, you know, whatever happens, it might end up being a subspace anomaly or, you know, whatever. I often think with Myst, Atris must be fairly crackers because both his kids and his dad he's ended up essentially having to murder because all three of them have gone insane. That must have a bit of an impact on the psyche, mustn't it? But he seems to be doing all right, bless him. Keeping it together. Atris is definitely unstable. I think so. Fear of being terribly judgmental for the poor man, about the poor man. It's a good job he's fiction, really. How do we get up? Oh, there. Okay, we're not getting in there anytime soon. Oh, there was a thing. Oh, but we still don't know how to move that. But there appears to be a control over there. Intriguing. How do we get over there? No. Ah, yes, I remember this bit. Twiddle the twiddly thing. Smack. Not that way. Twiddle the twiddly thing. Twiddle the other twiddly thing. Yes. And then that one again. That one again? Or the first one? I can't remember. I think it's that one again, isn't it? No. That one. And then that one. Right. And then, but now the ladder's misaligned, so now that one. Marvellous. Up we go. Down the old. Ooh. All looks a bit knackered in here. It's going to be difficult getting over there. If only we knew an object that was very large that might fit in this space. Like perhaps that object. Right. That one? No. I think Atris is low-key a sociopath, but he hides it well. I think, yeah, quite possibly you might be right. That one again? No. Smash. You've broken the level. Game over. Oh, I left the ladder misaligned. Tisk, tisk, tisk. That one, I think. There we go. That's handy, isn't it? Of course, it's another one of these buggers. So, not getting any further with that. There wasn't anything in the books that looks like that, was there? No. Oh, not in this book anyway. What about that one? Oh, yeah, I'm not going to read that because it's full of stuff. Did you draw a picture that can help, Atris? Look at all these words. And that was the journal he wrote while he was writing Relishon. So he wrote 2 books at the same time. The man's just got words on the brain. I have the Book of Atris and the Book of Tiamat. I was actually quite tempted to get those quite recently. Are they any good, do you think? Not that much, not that way. No, not happening over here. And this, oh, I can go down from here, can't I? There's no point going that way, we have to go back down here again. So let's go into the room, into the building here, in case there's something relevant in here. Oh, I remember something else in this room. Oh, crikey. I didn't actually notice that a minute ago. That seems unhealthy, doesn't it? Anyway. Ah, no, it's not this room. It's... you're connected, but... okay. I only read a bit of the Book of Atris, and from what I've read, it's the backstory of Atris and the events that lead up to Myst. Yeah, fair enough. It's vaguely interesting, I think. I quite enjoy some of the lore in Myst. It obviously does require quite a lot of suspension of disbelief. It is based on magical books, after all, but yeah, quite fun. Maybe I haven't twiddled the things underneath this lift properly. Let's try that again. And then I think I will probably finish quite soon. Because I'm already slightly past. It's a unique fantasy. Yeah, I think so. And I think quite... from the point of view of having to come up with a story that kind of explains or allows for there to be no characters that you actually meet. You know, because that was the sort of weird limitation in the first one. Is how come you're wandering around this place on your own. I thought they did quite a good job of disguising that. And then it was a little bit more forced in Riven, because you know in Riven you would encounter various people, but they would just run away, and so they were just scared of you, so they would just run away as soon as you turn up. That's why you couldn't ever talk to them, which is a little bit sort of artificial. But yeah. Have I got that wrong? Should they all be a space lower? Oh, yeah, like that, and that, and that. Again, could have done with a Gabriel Knight sound effect at that point. That would have helped. That might be wrong as well. No, don't do that. That's not what I meant to do. I meant spin. Yeah, I think that's right. There's one, and then another one, and then the third one's turned the other way around. And that looks about right to me. And then that needs to be... Oops. That one needs to be out here, which it is. And that one needs to be about there, but I'll take it round again, just in case it's not perfectly aligned. There. Oh, yeah. Out. Gabriel Knight. Yeah. I think any of the first 4 Myst games really take true advantage of NPC interactions. That's probably due to the fact that live action FMV is expensive and complicated to integrate in the game. Yes, absolutely. That's why I was like quite taken with this one when I first saw this. I thought it was really sort of technologically impressive at the time. You know, having the whole 360-degree view, which of course, you know, nowadays we just call an environment map, but at the time was pretty exciting. But then the fact that they had that and they had animation within it, I thought was really clever. Anyway, let's go in here. See if this is going to open yet. This game's graphics still hold up. Not much needs to be remade from our perspective. That's true, actually. It's sort of late enough that the modelling techniques are sort of fairly modern. You might do some of the organic stuff, some of the mountains and whatnot. You might update a little bit. But certainly all the architecture and whatnot, I think, works really well. Oh, I'm outside, am I? Oh. Bye. He's nicked off. Right then, so... Hooray! Doors that open. They're my favourite kind of doors. Now then, this is the bit I was thinking of a minute ago. I think we get some exposition here. What's this thing? What's this thing? Push all the buttons. Dun, dun, dun.
My sons, I promise to teach you the secrets of my ages. This world is the first step on your journey. Search the island, and you'll find 3 linking books. Each connects to an age in which you must fulfill.
Hello, Atris. Been a long time. Sorry I'm not there to greet you in person, but I just didn't think it would be wise, considering how long I've been stuck here. Trapped in these lesson ages by 2 very greedy little boys. Your sons, Atris, Cirrus, and Achenar. Of course, they're not so little anymore, not so innocent. I thought a lot about innocence these last few years and what happens when it gets lost. Worried about relation? I have it. Worried about friends, relatives, people you can't get back. I know just how you feel. But if you want to do something about it, you're gonna have to open this device. And there's just one problem. I've changed the 3 symbols that do that. So if you want to reclaim relation, you're gonna have to take your own class. Find the 3 symbols, Atris. And don't keep me waiting forever.
Well, there we go. Brad Dourif was a big Myst fan before getting the job, is that right? That's quite cool. Okay. I think that's probably a good place to end, really, isn't it? Because we sort of finished the prologue. Can I save? I can. Save as... I'm going to put my... Actually, you know what? I'm going to say 1. That'll make it obvious. Alright. We should find somebody to raid then. Num 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 num. How do web browsers work? I can't remember. Excuse me, I've been hiccuping all night. Goodness me. I don't know why. Twitch. Yes, I'm logged in. That's good. Who is on today? Gosh, I have no idea. You're very welcome, David. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and Jabu. Sorry, I didn't see your one. You're also very welcome, Jabu. Should we make Core 10 raid himself? That'd be fun. Let's do that. I don't actually know what he's playing. I should probably check that. But I assume he can't have been on that long. Shaky the Wolf, or possibly Shaky the Wolf. Oh, people have just come in. We're just about to raid out. Sorry about that. But feel free to come on the raid. Yes, he's only been going for 15 minutes. Okay, let's go. Oh, thank you, Doomsy. That's very kind of you. You're very welcome. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Let us raid Core 10K. That's right, isn't it? Yes. Double check the spelling. Let's go. That working? That working? It's working. Alright, so yes, what day is it? It's Thursday, so I won't be streaming again until next Tuesday, when I will be carrying on with Mystery. And then I'll be doing another dev stream on Wednesday. So yes, people who enjoy those, I will be doing more DOS coding fun on Wednesday. And yeah, hopefully I will see you then, or at another point. So thank you again. Good night.